Are we recording, Sach? Are we recording? Yeah?
Recording. Yes.
Okay, then let's let the people decide. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Brown Node.
Hello,
Sach,
hello.
Right, Sach is here. He's my mate. And Kedge is here. Kedge is the type of person that we just found out in the last few minutes who dips his fingers in jars of food at my house.
No.
I've started the story, so then you can come in a minute and have your defense.
For the defense.
But right now, objection, Your Honour.
Okay.
Okay? So this is what happened.
Am I the judge?
Judge Sachin, right? New TV show, right? Sarpanch Sachin. So, do you know what Sarpanch is?
Am I punching?
No, yeah, you can actually. Sedovich Punch.
No.
Do you know what Sarpanch is?
No.
Sarpanch is a Punjabi guy in the pind that sorts out problems.
Judge.
Yeah, no, but more like a local community person. I think he might have some like.
I've not ever heard of
He
that.
might have some local powers, but the Sarpanch is like an elected sorter out.
Is that to do with the 5 rivers?
No.
So I don't think it's bunge. I think it's a Sarpanch. I think it's a different kind of word. But you're right. It's probably. I don't know. I don't know what the meaning of it is. I'm sure someone will tell us now.
Yeah.
Hello,
Sir meaning head.
Huh?
Sir meaning
Maybe
head.
yeah, like said yeah, like
Yeah,
the
so
head,
the head,
sir.
punch,
The head man.
the head honcho, sort of pancho.
Sir's
Yeah.
going to punch you.
Yeah, pancho honcho.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyway, Sachin sort of punch. You can decide. This. Well, you were there, so you know what happened. So it's kind of like biased.
Saw it.
You were okay. So Kedge, whenever he comes around, he has a cup of coffee from the coffee machine, which he likes.
Yeah,
You do?
lovely.
We make it with like soya-based milk or
Yeah.
plant-based.
Although
milk
I've got to say that we are slightly slacking the almond milk. You know, like as a company,
Tommy.
as a company, we are slacking on the almond
You know
milk.
what? You're not winning over the jury right now. The jury is shaking their head.
No,
And
I'm
the
just
sort of
stating
pancho.
facts. I have
This-
to now deal with lactose-free milk and all this.
This is
other
not
random-
even my house. And when I watch him make a coffee in your house, Tommy, it winds me up like it's my
Bruv,
house.
it winds me up, but I don't say anything because I think
Oh my
actually
God.
part of being a host, a good host, is actually kind of going, guest is God, guest is God. But I thought
Yeah,
this
no,
guest
God.
ain't. This guest can
A
do
titty.
one. Yeah, right. So anyway, you don't have sugar. You always have your coffee with honey.
Yes.
Again, a little bit strange, but I'll
It
let
is
it go.
strange,
A
yeah.
little bit strange.
That's
right?
strange.
It's a little bit strange for coffee. Honey with hot water, honey with other drinks, but not necessarily coffee.
Okay.
Anyway, so I normally have the squeezy jars of honey, but today I had the
Jar.
the jar, right? And I left a spoon.
Which again,
What? What?
why would you get a jar of honey? Who buys jars of honey? Do you know what I mean? Unless you're going to wait for the honey to finish and then you're going to stick some masala in it or something.
Do you want me to give him a
what's the
sir punch?
No, you know what?
I'll do
Anyway,
it.
Karen,
I think
I'll dive
already-
over the table.
what I'm trying to say is,
Say it, I'll dive
there's
over
a
the
lot
table.
of issues along the way. It used to be very easy: coffee,
issues for me.
squeezy, and almond milk.
No.
The process has become much long-winded now.
You know
Anyway,
what's happening right now? He's up in trial. He's in the. He's up. In front of the judge and the jury, and they haven't even got to the closing arguments yet. And they go, "He's guilty." I can just tell he's guilty.
No,
People have
Karen,
already made their mind up.
Karen.
Because of the attitude that's on display. So anyway, so what happens is I leave a spoon next to the honey, right? And I'm sitting there talking to you, Sach, right?
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
at the
No, we're both watching him.
We're sitting at the kitchen island. Kedge is on the other side of the island, right? So four sets of eyes, 4 eyes, me and you,
Yeah,
Sach,
4 eyes.
looking at Kedge, right? And Kedge is there, and what he does is he goes, he opens a jar.
Yeah.
He's holding the spoon.
Well, no. Firstly, I noticed as I am Inspector Gadget, I noticed, this jar still has the plastic seal thing on it, but why is it sticky?
The cellophane, yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, I tell you why, because it has been used. I said it's not brand new,
Right.
even though the cellophane's still around the
Correct.
little
So
rim.
that kind of threw me a little bit.
Wow, I'm
No,
I'm
but
glad-
that's got nothing to do with what you did next.
Irrelevant. Objection
Yeah.
on it. So anyway, let's just get to it, right? So what he does is I've left a spoon there, his coffee's there, his lactose-free, milk-free milk.
Not
is
his.
there. Yeah.
Just
no, he produced it out of his own teat, right?
Just lactose-free, whatever.
So
the
available next week with every download is if you catch his dude, if you want to. Sorry. Anyway,
going.
my point is, you open the lid, holding the spoon in one hand, tips the jar of honey, so it starts to run out of the jar into your glass. I went,
Perfect.
just use a spoon, and he went, no.
No, I did use a spoon.
Do you know what he did? He tipped the jar of honey onto the spoon, then...
Oh, that's what he did.
But
And
why
I'm
would you do that?
I'm like, it's a clean spoon. Put the spoon in. Take two dollops, and then
then-
however much you
and
want,
then mix it-
and then mix
the
it up with that
coffee,
spoon and all that. But he doesn't. He pours it onto the spoon. Obviously, as it's pouring out the jar, it's now running down the side of the jar,
Yeah.
which links back to his previous complaint. No, why is the outside of this jar sticky? And I'm thinking probably because idiots like you used it last time,
yeah.
right? And then the honey's in all on the outside. I went, now look, now what you can now use a spoon and get the honey off the side of the jar.
Then...
This is my family honey. My children eat this honey.
Family honey. What does that mean even?
Then he basically got his ungly and ran it around the rim of the jar
Perfect.
Yeah, bro.
to wipe all the honey off.
So he put his dirty finger around your
It
rib.
wasn't
He
dirty.
fingered my rim with his and
It was
smeared
not
honey
even
all
dirty.
over the rim.
Yeah, but then you
Do
collect
you know
it
what?
all, though, innit? You get a good, soft, clean.
Yeah, but I've also
That's
had
not
your.
soft.
So now when my kids go, I'm going to go. Don't eat that. That's juta.
How?
Kedge's
Oh, we
contaminated
were on the
finger.
outside.
Yeah.
matter.
You're not good. Your kids
Doesn't
are not
matter.
going to lick the outside of that jar.
I'm surprised you didn't.
My
lick
kids
the
ain't
rim.
going to touch that jar anymore. I'm going to get new honey
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah,
And guess what? Guess who's going to finish off the jar? And I'm going to get a lovely bottle of squeezy honey, which
Hide
lights
it.
up. Lights
Hide
up.
it. Hide it.
Yeah.
This is why they've invented squeezy honey.
But you bearing in mind, you've openly displayed several issues in the past around people double dipping with peanuts and crisps,
but can
put
I
your
just-
hand in, and yet you want to run your ungly around a family honey jar. It's not like it was my sachet, your sachet, whatever. Oh well, don't worry. It's in
I
a,
just don't see what's so bad about that.
No, of course
I
it
cleaned
is.
it.
It's
I
coming
cleaned
from
If
the
it.
it's your
outside.
own rim, then
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
This is someone else's rim.
I would not do that. At
But
yours.
I feel comfortable just
Yeah,
wiping
well,
and getting
yeah,
my finger
there
and
you
putting it
go.
around your rim. I
There-
just feel
there you
comfortable
go.
doing
That's
it. That's how I feel when I come into the Sandu household.
Well, I love the fact that you're comfortable. I just would prefer if you weren't that
And
comfortable.
also, the reason
dirty.
why I poured the honey onto the spoon is because I didn't want to go spoon into the honey like that and then stir.
No, but you didn't have to stay. You just spoon it out,
Dollop
tip it
it,
in,
dollop it,
spoon
go
it out
back in,
again,
and even if you
dollop
go- if
it
you
in,
go back-
and then mix it.
but I wanted to taste it after one dollop and see if that was enough.
He still can. No one's stopping your tongue from working in between spoons.
No, but then I can't go back in. Then I have to get another spoon.
No,
Then
you
you're
don't.
gonna- I do. 'Cause
Well,
I
it
can't
doesn't make a
then-
difference
I can't
because-
dip that spoon back in the thing. If
The
I-
honey is runny. It's not completely
no,
solid.
but if I've stirred the coffee, that's
Bruv,
what I was trying to say.
This
That's
guy,
what I was-
I'm sorry, but he's worrying about another spoon. He makes his coffee with 2 mugs.
Yeah, he does because he warms. Yeah, you're right. So you got another mug dirty because you like to
Exactly.
warm your milk up beforehand.
And then,
I like to
and
cut
then
'em.
when he was pouring it, he spilled out all over
All
the
over
island
the-
as well.
yeah.
And that wound me up because
Yeah,
I
I
looked
could-
at him
I
like,
could
"Bruv,
tell."
Can you just, can
and
you just
then I
wipe
put
that?
the honey away in the cupboard, and it was not more than 2 millimeters
Well,
from the
Sach
edge.
pulled- Sach
and
had some
Sach
issues
pulled
there.
me up on that.
I was like, bruv, you can't leave a jar at the edge of a cupboard when it
Clip,
opens.
yeah.
kind of-
If it
And
opens,
so
what
Ken-
are you
turning
Ken's
into?
going, the door's closed, and you're like, no, but it's precariously put on the
Yeah.
edge.
No, but it wasn't hanging off the edge.
It
Sach.
was.
Hold a minute. I'm now wondering in terms of a fair court. This judge is seriously biased. He's already banged you up.
I know.
Yeah. So guilty or not guilty for crimes against milk,
Mate,
honey,
I didn't even
coffee.
Need to, I didn't even need to know what the situation was. When
There
he
you
walked
go.
into the courtroom, he
There you
was
go.
going down.
Guilty.
There you go.
Honestly,
there you go.
guilty.
So that's
Glad
it.
we started off on a positive note.
Right, there you go. So other than that, anything else you want? Do you want to complain about anything, Kedge? Because we've had a moan about you.
Well, I think the general consensus of
Hang on, very quickly.
There you go,
Is
some more
there,
issues.
is there anything else that you're putting your fingers in? Because you're a fingerer.
Why-
No, you've obviously done it to. Do you do it at home?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's like I like to sometimes when you're cooking, like so today the pasta sauce was cooking, and I was like, I don't think it's hot enough yet. Do you know what I mean? And it'd been on for a while, so I just quickly dipped my finger in it and I had a lick of it.
What for the family pasta
Yeah,
sauce?
the family pasta sauce, and I just put my finger in it just to feel the temperature.
Yeah, well, they told me that.
no,
that-
but
there you
then I licked and washed my finger, and I didn't go back in again. That I just wanted to do that one time feel.
No, but it doesn't matter.
So
Why would you stick your finger? Did you wash
but
your
that's
finger
what-
before you did it?
No, but I washed my hands before I started cooking.
No, but you might have.
So if there anything
I
went
don't
in,
know.
if anything went in, maybe a bit of basil, maybe a bit of cheese, maybe a bit of
but
garlic.
I don't know. Maybe did you pick your backside or
No,
something?
no,
All of it, I don't know.
Like,
Bum biscuits.
I'm a proper
Exactly.
chef. Like
They
I'm
ain't
a proper
herbs.
cook. Like so that's what chefs do. Like
Chefs don't put fingers in food.
No,
It's
they don't.
just
No,
not in
you've
the
got
pasta
to you've
sauce.
got to taste it off your finger because then you get the real flavour.
No,
Otherwise,
that's
if you
not
put
true.
a spoon in it, you get like that aluminium
That's not
flavour in
true.
it.
No,
No.
You
Oh, I'm
bully.
sorry.
The aluminium flavour from cutlery.
What other parts of your body do you put in food?
Yeah,
then, Kedge?
exactly.
For the
No,
taste
no.
of something
Because you're
else.
right, there might be more of a flavour that comes off an aluminium clean spoon than Kedge's nail, fingers, no.
That's what chefs do, guys.
But I ain't eating around your house. That's
Yeah,
disgusting.
but-
No.
That's
It's
how
just
you
a-
cook.
Exactly.
It's a quick dip, and that was it.
I'm gonna get into your house. I'm gonna open the drawer, look for the kadashi, look for the wooden spoon.
No,
It's
there's
just
none there.
shoes,
No, but
just
then why
shoes.
waste the
That's what
spoon?
they use. They use shoes to store sandals and chappals to stir their bloody study and sauce. Anyway, right.
Dirty.
So no more dipping. I'm telling
No.
you, I don't think it's right. And actually, I think if I'm surprised.
I get it from my mum.
I'm surprised. Now he's
You are
blaming
all
it.
that. No, he's
She's a
blaming
good woman, man.
No,
I'm not having a
that's
bad
not
word
right.
said.
That's
That's the traditional cooking. You just stick your finger in, have a little quick taste. The
No,
sword.
you get the spoon, you try it. Like
No,
when I'm
it's a
making
waste
chicken
of a
curry.
spoon.
No, it's
what
not.
else you gonna do with that spoon? It's a waste.
Okay, but
Well,
then
you wash it, then
but
you
by you putting your finger in,
boil it.
you've just contaminated
That's
that
what I mean.
entire.
Extra washing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm getting charged by the meter now on the Barney as well. So it's like, do you know what I
Oh,
mean?
whatever.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it's true. But even McDonald's and stuff, even if a food it was the food. I remember I was in it recently. The food was wrapped up in the bag. The bag slid off and just dropped to the floor, like from the shelf, like from the counter.
Yeah.
So it felt about less than a meter.
Yeah.
And they look at each other. Like, they binned it
again. Yeah,
binned it, started again.
But you have to.
No,
Yeah.
that's McDonald's.
What does that mean? Why do you think they do that, Kedge? Is it just for fun?
No, because they're held to certain standards and accountability.
What are those standards based on?
Health and hygiene and all of that. Yes.
Fine, carry on with your ungly. Wait a minute.
got no
And by the way,
this guy-
I'm gonna out this. Who's just done a Dakar? Because I can smell
Me.
Oh my god! For a vegetarian, that is the meatiest burp.
No, it's garlicky, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's meaty. It smells like yesterday's kebab.
Can I just say it's because I've had coffee with that whatever lactose-free thing was. So is this bad?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
It's getting worse.
I chopped up all the basil that I needed for the pasta.
Yeah.
And then there were a few stalks, unused stalks, but I wasn't going to use them because I'm not going to use it tomorrow or the next few days. Do you know what I mean? So rather than just lying, I'll bin it.
The basil stalks.
The basil stalks, yeah. So I binned it. But in the bag, right? So
In the basil bag.
In the basil, so the basil comes in a plastic bit of bag.
Yeah.
So in the bag, and then I kind of just folded the top, and then I just put it in the bin because I was going to keep it, and then I changed my mind. I thought I'll just put it in the bin. Yeah. Anyway, since then, a couple of tissues had gone on top of it and all of that, and then. When I was afterwards, I was cutting some mozzarella and then
could do with some basil.
And I thought, you know what, a nice bit of basil and mozzarella and tomato,
tricolor.
I went, I haven't got any basil.
Yeah, I binned it.
I didn't want to go and get some more basil.
No, of course not.
So just for myself,
Yeah.
because I know that even if I announced this to anyone in the family, they would absolutely have a heart attack.
But you're bin raider.
I got the bin out, the basil out.
The bin.
Which is covered in the plastic, so it hadn't touched anything.
Okay.
I took some of the leaves
But
out.
why? I mean, I have a problem with you throwing it in the first place.
Because it wasn't going to use it. It would just died in the fridge, and then you know what I mean.
It would have been sat there.
Yeah, it's just.
But-
There's
and it was
nothing
just
on the
a-
menu.
If you were such a good chef, you'd throw your ingredients away at the end of the.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but I like to clean as I'm going. Clean as I'm going. 'Cause
As opposed to his fingers. He doesn't clean as he goes there. So, okay. So
So I kind of did it, and I thought, you know what? That's okay, because it was covered in the plastic bag.
Okay.
But would that have been an issue if I'd served it to you guys?
If you served it to me, yeah, it would have been an issue.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you can't just take it out there. If it was for yourself, then it's cool. Then you ain't got a problem with it.
I think I'm telling you
Because
what
it
it is.
hasn't touched anything.
If you've seen how it's landed in the bin, if you've seen
I
it,
saw it like there
and
was
you
no,
saw
like,
there was
it
no-
wasn't,
yeah,
it wasn't a dirty bin. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. Then it's really. But if you told me,
was a
by
very
the
dry
way,
bin.
that basil that you're eating went in the bin, then I'd pulled it out the bin, cut it out,
Would
put it
you
in
be
the plate.
disgusted by that?
Yeah, I'd be
I would
disgusted.
be, yeah.
It's the thought of it's quite disgusting, but
Yeah.
probably all right. But
Honestly,
in general,
I didn't think twice.
oh, see, I'm surprised at that Kedge because I think another Kedge only a few years ago would have been quite prudish.
No, but I think you got to look at that's wasting. So in a way I
Yeah,
kind
but
of
you
felt
shouldn't have
redeemed.
thrown it
In
away
a
in
way
the
I felt
first
redeemed. I
place.
didn't waste it.
You shouldn't have thrown it away in the first place.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
you should have at the end of the day. Or
Maybe yes.
At the end of
maybe in hindsight, I could
service.
have kept it.
Yeah, but regardless of that, I think you're probably all right to use it, although
'Cause it was
nobody
wrapped
wants. Okay, so imagine this thing, Kedge.
But if I'd served it to you guys, you would have kicked off.
Okay, you go to a restaurant, you go to Pizza Express, and the chef comes over and goes,
No,
by the
that's
way,
different, that's
by the way,
different.
mate, sorry, you know that basil? Threw it in a bin, no. But it's all right. Took out a couple of tissues went on top of it. Are you going to finish? Are you going to finish that bit of honey, or can I use my finger in your food and wipe it all up? Oh no, go for it, mate.
Yeah, all right.
See what I mean? So I think
different.
I think because you were in the driving seat there,
Yeah,
you saw
I
it.
was
You
across
feel
it all.
reassured.
I was
And it was
across
for yourself, so
Yeah,
that's what that
yeah,
matters.
yeah.
If you gave it to your family,
I
then,
almost did.
Yeah.
oh yeah, then that's bad.
I almost did. But anyway,
do that.
all right, moving on. Let's not talk
How
about
are we? How are we? Oh, welcome back, by the way, from
Hello,
Dubai.
mate.
How are you finding the
Dubai
cold?
and
Sam?
Sri
Oh, it's
Lanka.
freezing.
Have you acclimatized
Where?
yet?
I went to Dubai and India.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said Sri Lanka.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Might as well add it in, you know.
Where did I get that from?
Yeah, Dubai and India. So anyway, came back, landed. It was 30 degrees over there. Came back, -3.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Jeez.
that's a hard. That's a.
It
that's,
was
That is
so bad. And
whole-
I parked my car at the airport in Heathrow.
Weather system.
So I had to, obviously, when you come out the thing, you got to wait for the long stay bus to come. So
Yeah.
there's me, the Wally, standing there at the bus stop, waiting for the bus to come. That took 10 minutes. Didn't take a jacket, obviously.
Well,
like not a big one,
No,
had
no,
a little
'cause you-
thin one,
yeah.
but not like anything.
Oh yeah, nothing substantial
Yeah.
for this weather.
And got to my car. My car was you couldn't see the color of the car. It was frozen over.
Frozen
totally.
over.
Oh, was the door ice closed? That's been happening recently. Like,
It was
you
closed.
gotta pull it a little bit harder.
The
Yank
passenger
it.
side had to yank open.
Yeah.
And none of the windows or nothing. It was just because it was so many days of cold weather while I was away. The whole thing had just gone.
Yeah. Just
This is
one
where
big
if you got a
covered.
convertible, it's a problem because convertibles, the windows go down a little bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't figure that out because it's just jammed the whole thing. So therefore, you can't shut the door.
I ain't got a convertible, luckily, but still, I was there and nothing worked. The de-icer didn't work. The scraper didn't work because it was too thick.
Oh my god! Can we talk about de-icer?
I was there
this
for
winter.
half
De-icer's
an hour.
not working.
Was there for half an hour just with the fans on.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Because
But
you just got to wait.
it's funny you said that. The de-icer is not working.
It's not working,
This because it says up to minus so and so degrees it works.
Yeah.
But actually, we haven't actually thought about what happens when it gets colder than this.
Yeah.
And then where do you go to find that de-icer? Because I bought this
need
new.
that.
I normally go for just a Tesco can, but now I went and tried this new thing, which was like a yellowy kind of liquid, which is a de-icer.
Push up.
It does look like that, but no, slightly fluorescent. But I thought, this looks a bit high end.
Yeah.
De-icer, a little bit more sort of expensive as well. And actually,
It was
my
rubbish.
dad was there when I was spraying it. He goes, "This is not doing anything."
No.
He goes, "It's just yellow stuff trickling all over your screen." And I was like,
I could have done that for you.
"Yeah, exactly,
Warm as well.
exactly." And then when you scrape it, the slush just.
And then I
went
would have
yellow.
run my fingers through it and wiped it on your seats. That's what I'd have done. Go,
Dipped in the hummus.
What's the problem?
Dipped in the hummus.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be a
Let me
cucumber.
just check whether the sauce is hot. I'll be back in a minute.
And it's like, and I've got that, and it's just like, and I'm scraping it, and it's just yellow ice, and it's like, it's not doing anything.
Nah, okay. So funny enough, this year, what's been...
By the way, did we hit -7? I just thought I'd tell you that.
really? It's
That's
cold
the
as that?
coldest. That is,
Wow.
I don't remember anything being that cold in
Okay.
England.
And also, whether anybody else's de-ice has been non-effective. I've had, as always, I think like a lot of people, if you are like me, I've had a de-icer kicking around in the car for years. Can I find it now? No, I can't. It's gone from the car. It's not in the garage. And I'm like, and I actually refuse to buy another one because I'm like,
Why?
because I'll use it once, then the ice will
Tommy,
go.
this ice is here for a while. Man.
need this.
Well,
You need
actually,
de-icer, yeah.
you know what? I just turned the car on in the drive. I know it's a bit careless because someone can just steal the car, but I don't
Apparently, you
think
can
anyone-
get arrested. For, that's a legal thing to do now.
Oh, actually, okay. Little teaser ahead to my things I learned is car related. I'll tell you that at the end of the podcast. But the
So
whole,
hang on. So what if someone? Well, no. Suppose you can't take it anyway. You can't see anything.
no, exactly. Well, they're going to crash.
They're gonna
I'm
get
going to
there.
chase them.
Yeah.
But what's been going around on TikTok?
Oh, sorry. Can I just quickly say that?
Yeah.
The advantage of having an electric car though is I can switch it on the app
Oh, from inside.
from inside. Which
Very
is,
good.
Which is so far the only winning thing
And
that
you
I've
go,
got. Like having this electric
I
car at the
know-
moment. It's just like, I can just switch it all on.
And a friend of mine had a Range Rover, and he could turn it. He could warm up the seats from
Warm up the
from
seats
from the button.
and the screen.
Yeah,
All
but
goes
that
on.
is a nice touch.
So
Actually.
that's a nice
from the
little thing,
confines of your own home. That's always a good thing.
Yes.
But no, on TikTok, what went around? I saw it was someone goes, "Hey guys, everyone, you should fill up a carrier bag,
Yeah. With what?
like a sandwich bag, with hot water,
Yeah, and just
seal it,
Yeah.
and then run that bag over your windscreen."
I've heard about that.
I saw it. I thought, okay, cool.
It's a little bit dangerous though, isn't
No,
it?
but then
Yeah.
hold on. This is what I want to add to it. Then a day later, a Punjabi woman, Sariano, please, Sonoji. She's doing the tutorial
On
of the
what? On
of the
TikTok?
bag on TikTok of the bag.
TikTok?
Yeah, you can see her churi on her hand. Like
what accounts do you follow, bro?
no, it just
Isn't
comes
it?
up. No, you know when it just no.
What's the
Actually,
algorithm,
no. Tell a
basically
lie.
more to the point,
Tell a
you know?
lie. This one wasn't that. This one got sent to me, but it's only because I got sent.
Yeah.
The other one from before,
Right.
the English one.
So
I'm
what
like,
did she say?
So basically, she's going.
ਮਾਰਨਿੰਗ ਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸਣੀ ਆ ਅੱਜ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਠੀ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ
I don't know what she's saying.
ਗਲੀ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਨੋ ਪਈ ਸੀ ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਨਾ ਲਿਫਾਫੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਣੀ ਪਾ ਕੇ
Levave the bitch.
Levave. I love that. I love that
That's a bit Italian. I love that.
Sounded Italian, yeah.
But she basically said, so in the lifafa,
Yeah.
they put the hot water and they kind of run. Imagine like how boxers they get that bag of ice or
Ice,
whatever,
stick on
and
their
they
head.
run it on their head. It's
Well,
like that.
I
They're
just
holding-
got one of
holding
them
a bag.
from Amazon.
Why? Why have you got a boxer's ice bag?
It's not a boxer's one, but it's a new. It's a contraption basically that you just put ice in it. So if you've got if you want to like
sore
calm your
spot, yeah.
muscles and stuff.
And actually-
so rather than having it in a what do you call it, like a tea towel?
tea towel which runs and
which gets
leaks.
wet.
Yeah.
This is just a little contraption that you just
Very
put
good.
the ice in it. I
Like a
thought
proper
it's
one.
Game changer.
Is it a bit plasticky?
Yeah.
Game changer, bro. Bag of peas and a towel round it.
I know.
No, but then the
I
peas,
know,
then
I
the
know.
peas defrost.
Yeah.
So you stick them back in and
No,
get
but this,
something
is
else out.
like, but this is like proper. Like you get three different sizes, and he's like,
This is kids.
I'm like, it's game on.
He came up on Instagram and he bought himself. But I'm
Maybe
saying-
it's because he knows he's going to get punched.
yeah. He's got to be ready. Just in case somebody hits me. But anyway, what I'm saying is there's aunties even coming to the rescue now
Right.
for how to
did
deal with it.
Did that little Techers work? Like, is it good? Did you try it?
Yeah,
But I wouldn't recommend people filling up plastic bags with hot water.
No, I wouldn't recommend that.
No,
That's quite dangerous.
That is dangerous, mate. You don't
it's
even
not.
know when it's got holes in them.
No,
What, is
that'll
no.
crack. That could crack your screen.
No,
if it's that hot.
but not through the plastic bag.
I know, I get that, but it's more a case of if it defrosts so quickly,
Yeah.
your screen could be.
That's why it shouldn't be that hot water. Like, it should be lukewarm.
Yes.
I don't think it's that.
It's like
No,
when
no,
people
it's-
go out there with a kettle or something.
Yeah,
You
with
should
a
be
kettle.
doing that.
Well, actually, on that note, when the auntie was doing it, I say auntie, she had a Punjabi accent, but she might have been auntie. She does it. It wasn't so hot that as soon as she touched the screen, it all melted. It almost took 2 or 3 goes
it's like
to
she's
go.
wiping it
Yeah,
kind of
she's
thing.
wiping it with a. It's
Yeah.
like just having a warm hot towel. But anyway, but they're saying because it's not a cloth, because it's not a jug, and there's not that direct hot water onto the screen, you shouldn't do that, and it clears it all up. Anyway, I'm just saying, aunties on TikTok.
You've got to be a bit of a madman to be going out in this weather. And to be fair, speaking of madman, I saw Kedge out in this weather on the weekend.
What do you mean?
Why were you out and about running?
I was running. I'm back.
Why?
on
Why
the-
in
I'm
this
back
weather?
on-
Are you feeling all right?
I've been off it for a couple of weeks over Christmas
done.
and everything like that, and I thought, because I'm not like a mad nutter runner that has to go out, like 3 times a week or whatever.
But you're a mad nutter.
But I am a mad nutter, correct? And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for a little run because I was not feeling right in my body. There was something I was like, this is not feeling right after Christmas and all that. And I went for a run and I felt so good. And I smashed out 7 miles.
Oh, well done.
And it was the fastest pace. And it's weird because when you run without a watch and without any sense of
monitoring.
Yeah. Like you're
No
not thinking
tracking.
about you got to keep it at a certain tempo, all that. I just went for it, right? -4 it was when I started. And that's again, it's another level. And
That is
but
hardcore.
I tell you what, the
hurts.
advantage I've got over all the other runners is that nasal breathing. I know I'm banging on about it, but it is game changing.
But you've also got massive nostrils, so you're breathing in
So I'm
a
taking
lot
in
of
way
cold
more,
air.
way more than
Yeah,
everybody
exactly.
else. Not just 25% more.
One
But-
breath, he runs for 4 miles, and then takes another breath.
I wish.
And he's on the way back.
I wish.
And I think there's air coming out of other holes. as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
By the way.
But what I was going to say is that so I did it, the run, and I thought, you know what? I came back home and I signed up.
Another marathon.
Not another, not another marathon, but half marathon.
Oh, well done, bro.
So
Is it the Mumbai Marathon?
No,
Because I saw
it's
that.
not.
That was there. In
That
India
was,
when
yeah,
I
that was
you
only-
should do the Mumbai Marathon. You would love
that's
that.
the dream now. I think.
You would love that.
Yeah, but the thing is, you got to train slightly and to acclimatise to that temperature as
Yeah,
well.
you got to
Move there.
run around cows and
Move there.
stuff.
Go live there.
Go and live there.
Yeah, and
What,
then
just pick up sticks and then
pick
just
up
sort of-
sticks. Don't worry about it, bro. Pick up sticks.
Just move.
Yeah,
Go
exactly.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Bro, it's a 4-month training plan.
No,
I have
yeah,
to
you're
be.
right.
If they do it in January, I have to go there like July time.
No,
You-
but back to the training. What needs to change?
So basically,
Rickshaws in the way.
Oh, well, for India, what would have
Yeah.
to change? Well, yeah, I mean, the weather training is slightly different, isn't it? So it's like you're breathing humid air. That's going to be harder.
Wildlife.
Liquid. How much liquid you're taking on? Wildlife. Cows. You're going to have to dodge. You might just by the time you dodge all of that and the rickshaws and everything, you're going to have to probably run 30
It's not
miles.
that. It will be the heat. It'll be the humidity. And
Yeah, I think the humidity kills you.
And the smell.
From what? No, I don't mind the smell.
no, yeah, I don't mind the smell either. Weirdly, I don't. I quite,
No,
I
the
quite
smell.
like.
No, Sach,
I quite like
you've got to
being-
become the smell.
Been shared
You've got
India
to become
smell.
the smell and becoming no smell. bro.
Yeah.
No.
I've been back
India,
now.
When you land in India, you've got to just
Yes,
become
no,
the
I know,
smell.
but do you know what? Like, obviously, I went back after so long this time.
Yeah.
And I just thought, maybe the smell will fix itself. The plane door opened. It was still there.
No, but
waiting for me.
What do you
waiting
mean by
for
fix
me.
itself? Like you
No,
don't
but like,
want
do
it
you
to
know,
be
you
there.
just- I just thought it would have got better. So none of when I get back,
Yeah, but it's
I
not
don't
going
have
to
to.
get better.
Why not?
Well, because you've got so many homeless
We
animals
don't
and
come
people.
back here and then it starts smelling, innit? Like it
Yeah.
smells
No,
alright.
but we've
here
got
or
sewage
whatever.
system.
You're basically thinking, oh, that smell, it was just throughout the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and noughties, and then after 2023, it just went.
After Corona, that's it. It'll be
Yeah,
good.
it was all good.
Yeah,
I
no,
can't.
I
I
would
still
love
can't.
to, but yeah.
Bruv, I still wake up today, like this morning.
Yeah.
Do you know you can still sense it?
Yeah, it's
here,
like-
in your
it's
head.
stuck in your
In
temple.
your head.
I hope other people can connect with this little bit of nostalgia I want to share. And that is when my grandparents didn't live in this country, when we were very young.
Yeah.
They moved over like when they got older and then they kind of needed my mum, and people like
Right.
that. My mum's parents, right? When they'd come and stay with us and they'd open their deadchi in their room.
Oh, yeah, I know.
No,
dangerous.
What? Go on, what?
It's dangerous.
In what way?
Because your whole house is going to reek.
No, yeah, okay, you're saying reek.
Well, just the smell, innit? You just get you're
Bruv.
just transported into
I
India.
love it.
Tommy wants to jump in.
That smell, and I can still
and you know what?
smell
For
it now
me,
from memory.
I remember my mum opening up the saris.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's in the clothes.
I hated that.
Oh, why?
Hated
What do
it.
you mean?
If you like that smell, stand next to him.
No, but it's that.
I don't smell of saris.
No, bruv, it's not a bad smell. It's not like it's not like sewers and all that. It's not.
No,
like,
it's not so smell, but I just didn't like it. Look, I didn't like it when I was in England.
Yeah, no,
I didn't mind it when I was in India, but when I'm in England, I want Febreze.
Yeah, oh no, I don't.
I don't like that.
Just that's just when they open that and you kind of go, wow, the material's all folded.
Yeah, but
It's-
talking of
it's lovely.
saris, did you see? You know the Mumbai Marathon. Did you see that thing that was going around about the real old lady, the mussy in her sari?
Oh,
right.
who?
So she'd
Ran it?
slightly jacked up her sari, had trainers on. 82 years old, and she ran the Indian
Big up.
the Mumbai Marathon.
So, hold on, an 82-year-old.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
In
she
her
was
sari.
like no, she wasn't power walking. She was going at a running sort of pace.
Good on her.
Yeah,
Good
brilliant.
on her.
Brilliant.
Oh, where? Do you remember? Was she one of yours? Was she Gujarati?
Oh,
do
if,
you know
if
her
I
name?
was looking at her, I would bet. If I was a betting man, which I am, I would say Gujarati.
Because I tell you why. As soon as you said it, and because you said sari and not a suit, if it was Punjabi,
But like she had a good like her hair was like like a good sort of growth of hair, thick grey. It was like she was like proper looking decent, like one from one of them.
Kedge's fancying her.
No,
The 80-year-old.
no, from
That's
the
why you
serial.
know her, isn't it?
That's
from
why
the
she was
serial,
running.
it was
She saw him.
Like she didn't look like she was struggling. Do you know what I mean? Like at 82.
Yeah.
She was breezing through it.
Now, you know what? Well, firstly, rated to her, whoever you are.
Big
I mean,
up,
I'm
big
sure
up.
she's
Yeah, it's
never
big.
going to listen to a podcast, but you know,
No,
she might.
And I'll tell you what.
That's the dream.
I'll tell you what I take from that. And actually, I've got another story to add to that relates to that sort of, which is older is getting younger, or younger is getting older. We're trying to look at, but basically, people are living their life more now in their 70s, 80s, even
More
90s. I've got a story about someone who's famous, 93, who just got married for the fourth time, and I think Asian people need to know this, particularly British Asians,
Yes,
because we
yes.
are so quick, particularly my parents
Yes, no,
and
no,
dad. My
me and
dad's
my-
this thing, you know, that he'll be like,
My dad said the same thing
Go
about
on.
his elder brother. He goes, he's like, so he's now 84, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And he goes, he's kind of just like feels like he's giving up
he's
on
letting
life.
go, right?
And it's like this song. You got to, because let's be honest here. Go there, keep going.
Yeah, they
You
do.
have to.
They do. You're right. Exactly that.
But you have
But
to.
it depends on your mindset. If you kind of go, whereas we kind of think, oh, I've raised my family, my kids have grown up, bas, mera time pass
And it's
ho
not even
gaya,
letting
and all
go,
that.
but it's more like I don't want to. I don't do anything, and that's why you know one of the people, the oldest living people, and where they've got the most old people living
Japan,
is
isn't it?
Okinawa in
Yeah,
Japan,
yeah.
and it's because they're still doing community stuff. So they
Yeah.
all get together, they do the gardening for each other,
The yoga, the
yoga,
stretching, the
but
laughter
but
things.
they're meeting people, they're
Yeah.
laughing, and they're keeping themselves active.
Yeah.
When I'm 80, I'm still going to be DJing.
Yeah, good. And you should. You should. I once did a piece for
What are
the
you
one.
laughing at?
No.
No, just
Bub,
because
you know, bust up all
I'll
them
be the
kids.
I'll be the
would, you
lonely
would.
still dancing. Don't worry, at
Yeah,
80.
yeah,
But
exactly.
the thing is, just imagine if when you are 80 and you're DJing, like, and you're still playing R&B, that's going to be almost century-old music. Do you know what I mean? Like, whoa.
Wow, that's one way to look at it. But I'm just saying, live your life. Live it to the very end. In that note, Buzz Aldrin, you know, that's what I was telling you about. Buzz Aldrin is a man who went with Neil Armstrong to the moon.
Yeah,
So
space.
Neil was the main chief, Buzz was his left-hand man. So they're
Inspiration
the first,
for Buzz
they're
Lightyear.
They're the first two men or people on the moon.
The
right?
moon.
Buzz Aldrin is 93 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just got married for the fourth time.
Wow.
To his young 63-year-old chemical engineering with a PhD woman. Very good marriage, right?
Very good, very
so
good.
he settled down. And actually, for a 63-year-old, I'm telling you, she looks like 45. I mean, well, in these pictures.
Yeah,
Blonde
45.
hair, all done up. Clearly, probably had a bit.
45 with a bit of
Probably
injection.
had a little bit of work done. Yeah, looking at the bulla.
Little bit.
Bullaki Jana.
Yeah.
Come on. But 93. Now, you're 93. How long are you hoping to be married for? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Well, you can't say that.
Well, I'm just
It
saying.
might be 10 years.
Might be. I hope he is. I hope it's 20. I hope it's 50. But what I'm
Wait,
saying
no,
is,
be realistic.
What are you looking for in a relationship? I'll say it now because they've moved out. My neighbours.
Here we go. Here we go.
Like,
Spilling some tea
direct-
here.
They moved out because they divorced.
Right.
But he's in his early 70s and she was in her late 60s.
Right.
And I remember here, I think with my might have been my dad or my uncle or someone, we were basically saying, why are you getting divorced at that age? Oh, we just got fed up of each other.
Maybe when they get married, though, again.
No, they don't. He's moved into a flat. He walks the dog. You know, he said, I'm happy to walk my dog.
Yeah, but
she's
it
moved
gets to
elsewhere.
the point maybe where it's just, you know, the children have gone.
Yeah.
And then you got to deal with each other's company and you feel,
And-
actually, this is just a bit of a pain in the backside.
If you spent 40 years, 34, yeah, you're right.
No, but you know what I mean?
But if you spent 34 years.
Actually, I'd rather live in, if it's my last few years, I'd rather live in peace than listen to a bit of nagging or whatever it is.
Would you rather be alone? I think I'd rather have my dookie wife around than be on my jacks. I don't like being on my own.
The older you get, I think you start becoming more comfortable in your own space. And I think the best older people are the people who are really comfortable being alone.
I love that. Yeah, and just really, they look like they're comfortable in their skin.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like Tommy on the weekend, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So over this weekend, actually, I was telling Sach this, right?
You went to that event.
I did 2 events. I did.
No, wait. You've got to tell us about the event. Where you were invited to someone's house.
Oh, yeah.
That because you left that at a cliffhanger last episode.
Oh, did I really?
You sent us a voice note, and we didn't really know much details. You were just like,
and you mentioned it last week that you were going to go to someone's house to do a gig, which was a little bit weird at the time.
Yeah. So I've never done this before, and actually, weirdly, I'm embracing it a bit more now.
Did they give you a pole to dance with, or
nope? There was no. So it was a couple.
Right.
Did you have to wear an outfit?
Nope. I didn't have to. That it was his 50th birthday.
Right.
Now,
Did you come out of a cake?
No. They're a Gujarati couple, family.
Was it a game where it was all about just participating and not about winning?
No, no. I jumped out of a massive dogla. No. Basically, and so when I find out a day or two before that it's for his 50th.
Right.
Okay.
In my head,
it was a birthday party.
And they're paying me to turn up and do half an hour worth of comedy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what it was. They wanted you to do a little
half
comedy
an hour
show.
comedy set, right? I was like, yeah, okay, right? At a party, and I'm thinking,
Did they not want me?
I think your line was busy, or your agent said you're out.
Okay, yeah, must have been.
And then, in my head, I thought, oh, I know what it is. He's probably a fan. It's his 50th. I've been booked by his missus.
Yeah.
As a little surprise, right?
Yeah.
Fine. I got to the house, right?
Yeah.
And I found out just beforehand there was only 20 people at the party. Right?
Oh, intimate.
So it's very intimate. I thought, okay. But I thought, probably.
Which is probably a little bit hard, though, isn't it?
very hard because
I've done them ones though as well.
I don't do those comedy nights. So every comedy night we do is 400 people.
Yeah.
And it always sells well.
Because 20 people, they're locked in and they're engaged.
And also,
so therefore, it's got to be funny.
And if you're making, if 10 people aren't laughing, that's half your crowd.
That's it,
right?
yeah.
And they tell me on the day before that at the party there's going to be kids as well as adults.
Oh, that's hard, isn't it?
And they got the kids at 8. Some of them as young as 8.
So you can't drop any swear bombs.
No swear words.
Yeah.
Or not even any kind of rudy sort of stories.
Yeah.
Or things like, oh yeah, me and my wife. None of that.
Yeah.
Right? It's got.
She
actually on the briefing. And you have to do briefings, don't you?
Yeah.
When you're DJing for people's weddings, they want to tell you their playlist.
Of course.
I've never done that before. I don't have a briefing. I just go to comedy night, do my thing, see you later.
Little does she know that you try and brief Tommy, he'll be forgetting it in about a second.
I'm terrible like that. I'll go, whatever you say.
Crack on.
Yeah. So she goes to me, you know what we want? We're looking for that kind of Michael McIntyre humour. Right? And I thought, but he's one of the best. He's one of the best and most successful comedians in the world.
When you are sad, just go, I need someone like Tiesto. Do you know what I mean?
No, but you could actually do that, Sach, because you're a very good DJ. But it's like saying, but can you create like a festival
Bass
vibe?
hunter. I'm looking for that level of DJing skills. Do you know what I mean? And you're like, but I'm just DJ Sachi from the block.
Yeah, exactly. I'm keeping it real.
And you're paying me 200 quid.
Yeah, and exactly that. So I'm like, okay, now you want Michael McIntyre, Saturday night primetime TV, family entertainment viewing.
Only the best.
You want me to do for half an hour for a bunch of people I don't know in your house, right, in the marquee. So first, I get
the pressure
there,
was on.
Knock on the door. The birthday boy opens the door. I don't know who he is, right? I've never met him before.
He don't know who you are.
I could tell you now, happy birthday, Cal.
You don't go, surprise.
No, I went, all right. I'll be honest. Sorry, I'm going to just say
it was
awkward to the maximum.
I knew it
because I actually got there.
This is why you should have taken me.
No,
I could have broken that ice for you. I'll be the lull who goes in first.
I got there half an hour before I had to be there, just to allow for traffic and whatever.
Right.
And I just stayed in the car in the freezing cold. And I was like, what am I going to do in the house? Let me just go when it's time to perform.
Yeah, correct.
And then I'll leave. They wanted me on for 7.
Were you a little bit nervous, Tom?
Bruv, I was very nervous.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you how I knew I was nervous. I was being a bit snappy and a little bit rubbish around the house. Because deep down I'm thinking, I'm going to die on my ass here. I'm going to die on my ass.
I'm feeling the nerves now.
I don't even know.
I love those nerves.
I know what you mean. I don't.
No. This is not the normal nerves, isn't it? Because he wouldn't be nervous if he was doing
5,000 people,
20,000 O2 or whatever.
No, but I think that's what makes what we do special. Because you get put into situations where you've never experienced before.
And I told myself, actually, Tom, you're growing. This is like, this is another string to your bow, an intimate gig.
Agree.
You never had it. I did one gig like this in Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and I thought, I want to do 7 people. What am I doing? I'm Tommy Sandu. I'm a big deal.
Yeah.
See you later. That kind of thing. But,
All right, 8.
Yeah, 8 people.
We'll give you 10.
Right. So I get there, open the door, and I went, hey, how's it going? And I was kind of expecting him to go, oh my God, it's Tommy Sandu.
Yeah.
Nothing from no one. In fact,
It goes Michael
bruv,
McIntyre.
I can add to that and say everyone.
Michael McIntyre's lost a lot of it.
Yeah, lots of hair. He's been on holiday.
Does
He looks
he?
brown or something. Yeah. No, so the only person that knew me was the wife who booked me.
Oh.
None of her friends, none of their friends' other halves knew me.
That
The
is
kids are looking at me
joke.
blank.
No, but none of that matters. Did you smash it?
Hold on. The birthday boy
Oh,
then.
yeah.
The birthday boy.
The fact that the birthday boy didn't know. This is quite funny.
And that was
actually.
awkward thing. I went, all right. And he went, hi. I went, oh, I'm here for Nina, his wife, right? Nina booked me. And he went, all right. And he went, yeah, come on in. And I-
They
right.
thought you were a stripper.
Right.
They thought you were a stripper. Nina booked me, and
Bruv, I would have got more laughs if I'd
You
taken my
need to
couple
go and
off.
change into your Tarzan outfit upstairs.
Yeah, right.
Probably thinking, what the hell was going on here?
Right. Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God,
Guy,
I wish
ruined
I
his
was here for
birthday.
this.
And actually, it would be good if they were all Janes. They're
Yeah,
a family
exactly,
of Janes,
yeah.
and I'm Tarzan.
That's it.
No, you're Tarzan and Janes. There's a whole thing in that. So, and I went, all right. I said, sorry. I said, where's the birthday card? He went, oh, that's me.
Oh,
all right.
my God,
Even
this
worse.
is gone.
And he goes, sorry, who are you? I went, oh. And in that moment, I've just
yeah.
fallen to the floor in my
Everything
heart.
shriveled up.
Because I've gone, oh, you don't even know who I am.
Yeah. And then you're not even going to laugh at my even
Right.
really funny jokes.
So, and then I take them, and he went, oh, do you mind taking your shoes off? Right? And so I went back to him, and because
Tell
I
me you had socks on.
I did have socks on, but
Phew.
I had no show socks on
Oh,
because I had
that looks weird then.
because I was going to someone's 50th birthday. I thought I'll wear my loafers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I took my shoes off and my socks off, walked through the house.
He's more there.
Right.
Why did you take your socks off?
Because then
He's
I felt
barefooted.
because I think no show socks on my size 13 feet look weird.
It's even more weird
No,
if
that's
you're
more
barefoot, bruv.
I think you're going in for a part or something.
Does that
This
not
is
bad?
hilarious.
No, because
hilarious.
I didn't want to have no show because there's so much no show of my foot. Do you know what I mean? It's like a little black like little line around the outside of my foot.
There is no need to take your socks off. Don't get it.
Why is that so bad? No, the socks look
Oh,
weird.
idiot.
The socks look weird.
Even worse.
Okay, so you've got him barefooted,
So, I got him-
like the Maharaj.
They're like, oh, someone booked a Gyani. Someone booked a Swami.
The priest is
Someone
coming.
booked a Pandit.
Maybe
Yeah.
renewing our vows.
What? You the Pandit? No, I'm not. I'm the comedian. Right. So then, anyway, we go through.
Just imagine this, though. The comedian.
And obviously, because it's no show socks and I've got like fitted trousers, they
comedian's
finish at my
walked in
ankles.
barefoot.
Bro, I look like a clown. So I'm now
Tommy.
I'm now in a suit jacket, tight trousers.
Ken, can you go with him next time?
Take your manager next time, please.
Is it that bad?
Oh my God, I'm dying.
Anyway, right? So
You
then
might have just had a lungi on as well.
I go through to the marquee. It's now freezing in the marquee.
course
My
it is.
feet are so cold. Right? And then, so they got a little blow heater, and I'm there, stood in front of it, just putting my heels up to it, like just trying to stay warm in front of the blow. And then they all. Oh, by the way, I got to say thank you to Nina and Cal because they had a load of Gujarati food all laid out. They were delicious, and actually it was. She even said who the caterer was, and it's like chart me up or. Charty man, or something like that to do with chart, right? Anyway, but they had Bombay sandwiches, vada pav,
Yeah.
um,
Bhaji.
yeah, pav bhaji,
Mogo.
yeah,
Yeah.
and all that kind
Chili
of thing.
paneer.
No, I don't think it was. But I went. I'll tell you, I'll just try one of the little Bombay sandwiches with all the little sev. Is it sev all
Sev,
over it?
yeah,
With the-
yeah.
Bruv, it was delicious.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it
It's
is.
so delicious. A Bombay sandwich,
Yeah.
and then, like, you know when you go, I just had the one, and then I got
Was
the
it
taste for
dabeli or was it Bombay sandwich?
So,
Yeah, it went in the belly.
hang on a minute. Did
It went
you?
in the belly. It went through the mouth into the belly.
Did you?
What did you just say?
Tell me.
Dabeli.
Did you
Doesn't
then have to perform with no shoes and socks on?
Right. So then,
Because I wouldn't be comfortable doing that.
no. Then Nina, the wife, came over and she went, "Oh,
Please put your shoes on.
you got no shoes and socks on?" She goes, "Aren't you cold?" I went, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh no, just go and get your shoes and bring them through to the marquee. You can wear them in the marquee." I was like, "Oh great." So I went back, put my jurab on, put my pants back on, and just and then. But how did it go? It was fine. It was a fine gig.
Good.
And actually, what we did was a bit of desioki. So I did a bit of stand up.
Nice.
Then we did a bit of desioki, and I did desioki versus non-desioki.
Right.
We got a load of desi singing the desi songs. And by the way, I just went through desioki videos of the past and just went, oh yeah, I'll take that from Anil Kapoor. I'll take that one from A.R. Rahman. I'll take that one from Shah Rukh Khan. And it was nice. Did that, and then we did like Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran, that kind of stuff for the younger kids who then got to sing their songs. So it was good. It went down very, very well. So thank you.
Lovely.
But I feel a bit bad because about 2 minutes from their house was the club that you were DJing at, Sach, in northwest London.
Yeah.
But I was done by 8:30, 9:45.
Yes, you were.
And I was already really cold, right?
Yeah.
From being in the
and
marquee.
Sach kind of invited us to Namaste Lounge.
Which
Yeah, I
you
was
did,
like, come out,
right?
yeah.
But you said, what time are you going to be there from?
Yeah, about 9:30, 10.
And it was 8:30 now.
Right.
And I thought, I just want to go home.
I don't blame you. I don't blame
I'm
you.
cold. And also, even though the stand-up went quite well, and actually I spoke to my cousin on the phone, he goes, God, you sound like you're buzzing.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, actually I had a good laugh doing it. And Desioki, the sing-alongs and all that, you get into it. But I drove past your club, and I was like, he's going to be here in an hour. And I'm never around northwest London to where I'm in northeast London. It's only about 9 miles as a crow flies, but
You'd never go.
you never go. You know, you just and actually I thought, I just want to be at home.
It's funny that I was dreading it because I thought he's going to ring me any minute now and go, Kedge, come out. And I was just on the sofa with a blanket and I thought,
So you were at home as well.
Yeah.
Why didn't you both come out then?
I thought you had plans. You were busy. You said.
oh,
'Cause in
yeah,
the message-
no.
Oh,
no,
no,
he
no.
lied. He lied.
I
There
was
you go.
out. No,
The
I was
truth
out.
came out.
But no,
Yeah.
no,
What's
I
a
was.
little
No,
blagger?
I was back home for 9:30. But when you said, "Oh, I'm going home," I was like, "Okay, that's cool."
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
You should
I
have both
thought
come
I'm
out.
going to have to make an executive decision at 9:30. Going, come on, Kedge.
You should have
And
come
also,
out. You should have come out.
Was it a good night?
It was a really good night. And I was surprised because it was freezing on Saturday
It was
night.
freezing.
Yeah.
And when I got to the club, I was walking up, and do you know, like the footpath had iced up already.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
people were
yeah.
slipping around and stuff, and I was like, already, we hadn't even come out of the club yet.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know what it was. It was packed.
Oh, man.
Everyone was out.
It's because it's payday, wasn't it? That's why. It was payday last
That's
Friday.
No,
Oh,
no,
is it?
no.
No,
It's
it's
not
next
paid.
week,
Isn't
isn't
it?
it?
Yeah, 21st. A lot of people
No,
get
it's only
paid.
28,
yeah,
29.
it's usually the last week.
No,
Yeah.
third week.
No, it's
It's usually,
not.
it's usually the last
End
week.
of the month. Everyone knows.
Yeah,
End
it's
of the
always
month you
end
get
of the month,
paid.
yeah.
It's not third week. Third week might be what you get.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
end of the month. Anyway, so apologies I weren't there, but I'm glad you had a
alright,
good
it's
night.
all
And I'm kind of, I want to be there now because I'm nice and warm now. I'm like, oh yeah, listen to
But in that moment-
But in that moment, you know, you're like, there's nowhere else I want to be rather than home. But I don't know
That's
if anybody
quite
else.
sad, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, actually, because I wonder whether it's because I don't drink anymore or
No,
whether it's
like, for
because
example-
I'm just old.
For example, with the other, last week when I was in India, so we ate and we finished quite late. It was about 11 o'clock or something.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
with my cousins and stuff, and I was like, let's go out. Let's go out somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, which
And
and
I
then
was like,
it's not even a decision. It's just like
it's
yeah.
just like, all right, cool, let's go. We just went to like, because obviously it's good, right? You can't flip and get any alcohol
Booze,
anywhere.
no.
Yeah.
So we just went to like this outdoor
you don't drink?
rooftop. You know, but still,
The
I'd
rest of
like
the
to
crew?
be in like a bar or something. It's nice.
Yeah.
The vibe's good, innit?
Yeah.
But we went to like this rooftop terrace, like coffee shop kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was still quite nice, but I was just like, I don't think I would have done that back. I would have gone back to my home hotel.
Are
Do
we,
you know what I mean?
Are we slightly blaming it on England here and the weather and it being cold?
Yeah.
Is this what we are? Is this what we're looking at
Maybe
here?
we're being typical Brits, or is it post-COVID that we don't want to go out anymore? We're just a bit.
Oh no, I'm past that. I do like going out.
Yeah,
I do like going out. I don't know if it's COVID, but I think it's just this cold weather, and you really
Yeah, I
makes
think
you question going. Like even like
Combination of cold weather and being old.
Yeah, or get,
no, I
yeah.
don't,
Getting
yeah,
up.
is it old?
Oh, but also, I mean, how old were the crowd in that club that you were?
Oh yeah, they're all young. They were younger than me.
You're right, fine. That's too young. And honestly, I don't enjoy that because you feel
You feel old.
You feel
Yeah.
old.
No, I feel old, DJ.
It reflects it.
No, but normally it's quite mixed in there.
It is, but there was a younger crowd there
Oh,
that day.
okay.
I would rather go to like a concert or a theatre show or the cinema. Like
Old people's home.
I tell you what I started looking at. Yeah, I had to do a 7-minute stand-up comedy set on Sunday night. Right, I was booked in Birmingham.
Yeah.
And it was booked for 7:30, and I thought done by 7:37, out the venue by 7:50, and up the road they were showing the 4DX version of Avatar.
Oh.
I thought 8:10 I'll be
Get
there.
in there.
Bosh, watch it.
Did you do it?
No.
Oh.
By the way, it was really cold outside. Going down Broad Street. So I didn't-
Oh,
so
Tommy.
and my hotel was 20 seconds away, but also it was running a bit late, and I didn't leave there till 8:30. So, but I'm saying, just in general, I just feel like I've become way more
No,
of a
but
recluse.
I think it's down to the weather. Mostly it's down to the weather. And for example, if we were somewhere hot, we'd be going out and doing something else. Like, you know, if we were living abroad or something, let's say, then it'd be a different story.
No, you're right. It'd be
So you're saying, where would you live? Like, where would you want to be?
Well, I
where
practically half live in Dubai anyway at the moment. So
Actually, okay, let's do this. Let's do it for each other.
There we go.
Where would Sachin live if Sachin wasn't living in the UK? And I'm talking for sunshine. Because I think the problem we've got is, I've got definitely, I am so British, right? That
I think we all are.
Yeah, right? And really, and now I'm British and I'm 46. So you think, this is me now. I'm this idiot. I'm this guy. I think in this way. I know
this way. Yeah.
Right. This is the way I know. And I like sarcasm. I like irony. I like moaning about the cold weather. That's a very British thing to do, you know.
Yes, it is.
Right. Talk about the weather. All those characteristics. And I remember I lived in America for a bit. I lived in for about 8 months. I lived there for some TV work. And the thing that made me leave was I went into this donut shop where there was double doors and each door had half a donut on it as a handle.
Yeah.
Right. You go inside, the tables are donuts with a hole in the middle.
Oh yeah.
There's all donuts behind the counter. There's a guy with a donut t-shirt
That
on.
annoyed you?
Right?
What-
No,
what
hear me
don't-
out.
oh,
I got up to the guy and I went, sorry, mate, do you know where I can buy some donuts? Thinking I was funny.
He didn't get it, he didn't get it.
He went, yeah, sure. You're right here in donut heaven. And he did all that. And I'm like, oh, he doesn't even know I'm joking.
Yeah.
no, but maybe he.
And
done
it was
that.
that. I thought, I got to go. I can't stay.
But he done that to double bluff you. Maybe.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
bruv. There was no double bluffing.
Where's
done
this,
in
America?
America, LA.
I can believe that. I can believe
They're not going to get that sarky vibe that we're always on.
Yeah.
That gets lost in translation.
So where could we live that we could fit the culture, you know, kids, family, lifestyle, school, everything? Not just like, oh man, I'd love to live in Hawaii. Yeah, I'm sure you would.
See, I think,
but you're not
Tommy,
the Rock.
I think I could have seen you in like California or something.
Well, okay, we'll come to me in a minute. Let's talk about you,
Oh,
right?
me?
Because
don't
with
know.
you,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you spend so much time in Dubai.
Yeah,
Well,
I think it's a natural
and your
fit.
brother's there.
yeah, I got family there.
That I can see you there. But also because of your work, because you're DJing, you travel all around the world anyway.
Yeah.
So your home would probably be a base. And therefore, because you don't drink, you've never drunk. So Dubai,
Works for
UAE,
you.
Saudi, even
Gujarat.
you could live in the sunshine, have a pool.
Yeah, he doesn't drink.
No, he wouldn't. No, but he wouldn't.
No, of course not.
because there's
Smell.
He
He'd be on a mission to try and get rid of the
right.
smell.
So I think you could live there. Could Sach do the States? Could he do Australia? Could he do South Africa?
No, Australia don't appeal to me.
No.
And the States again. I'm with you, Tommy. I just they don't get it.
I think you're I think you're definitely a UAE. type of
Middle
guy.
Eastern.
Like expats in Dubai as well, so you wouldn't
There
feel
is,
that
yeah,
away
you
from
feel
home.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, Sach would live there. Where would Kedge live?
Well, that's easy, isn't it? We just send him back to where he came
No,
from.
no.
I don't think I can't.
I can't.
No,
I've tried.
as much as we cuss him for it, he couldn't live in Gujarat.
No, exactly.
No, I can't.
And I'm sure, even if there wasn't availability in Moddy's team for an assistant, I don't think you would want to.
See, I see Kedge in old Dubai.
Oh, what do you mean? Like where all the freshies are?
Well,
Is that what you're saying?
I don't care.
I love
Dubai-
that area of
you
Dubai
know
because
what,
that's where you
Dubai
get proper
was
food.
nice, yeah.
You get proper food.
I don't know. I
It'd
don't know.
fit in.
I don't like. I don't really. I don't
Go back to selling handbags. You used to do that.
Yeah, well, I could do, but in the market, Wembley Market. But no, I don't like Dubai either.
No, you're right. You're not a Dubai type.
No, I just don't like it either. And I don't know. You know, I'll tell you where I was close, where I did
Don't say
live.
France.
Honestly.
No, you
Yeah,
couldn't
he was,
live
he
there
was.
though. Well, maybe in Paris.
Paris.
Yeah,
Paris only-
That's
only in
another
Paris.
major city.
But that's not. It's not warm.
Yeah, and I don't think
Yeah,
you'd
it's
stick
not
it out.
warm.
I don't think you'd be like, yes, I found myself in Paris.
No,
I don't
I
think
don't
there is
think so.
anywhere else
Yeah.
that you. Probably all three of us, even if you went to the UAE, Sach, we couldn't really live anywhere else.
Maybe South Africa.
But
Have you been there?
No,
I have,
But
right?
I'd give it a go.
No, you're right. It's great for weather, great for food,
Great for weather. Yeah, they
all
got a
that,
bit of
but-
desi. They
but
got a
no,
bit of
but
it. You know,
bruv,
the bit of
it's not-
the Gordy stuff. They got
It's-
Table Mountain,
It's just not Britain.
and they got cricket.
Yeah, I get
But
that.
I would miss the football. Sorry,
Yeah.
And the bottom line is, I can't leave England.
No, I can't leave England. And what's weird is
No, Tommy, I think you would. You could.
Where would he go?
Austin, Texas has always appealed to me.
Yeah,
right?
I would say stateside somewhere. Yeah,
Texas, right?
Right.
Because it's
I know
you
people
get
in
big
Texas.
houses. I love my
Yeah.
big houses, land,
Yeah.
you know, outdoorsy types, doing that sport, food. I love I can do all the food there. But again, after a bit, I think I'd still need to come back.
But
to
I
England.
went, like, for example, I went to Phoenix once.
Yeah,
Arizona. I loved it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could probably live it. It was that nice.
It is really nice. I've driven across the states from coast to coast a few times actually, and we stopped off in Phoenix. And I remember thinking, Phoenix is well nice.
It was well nice. Like I saw the prices of houses and stuff, and I was just blown away.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You can get a little more, but. Again,
We were
with
in the
all
desert,
that, you do it for 6 months, and you'll go. I just want to be back in these roads, these pavements.
Yeah.
This
I think
house.
it's more the chat you get, the British chat. I love it. You know what I mean? And the comedy and all of that. And I just think
But then no, Kedge. I think you get that everywhere you go, with the people that you meet.
Not the comedy though.
You do.
Not the sarcasm. Not the.
You do.
I don't think so.
You do.
I don't think, and also we wouldn't fit in because we don't know the lingo. Like we don't know the Hindi and that dialect.
No, but it's not, we don't need
quick
to know
enough.
that. As long as you find people that are like you, then you'll be cool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And that's actually, you know what? Such good point. If you meet a good egg, no matter where, if you've got good neighbours, you suddenly get a good bunch of mates.
Then you're cool.
Yeah. So, Kedge, mates are people that you hang around with that actually like your company. That's how most people would do
right.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, just something to consider. But look, anyway, I'm sure sunshine appeals, heat appeals, but I don't know. I think I'm too far ingrained.
There's a reason why we might have to start thinking about moving out of this country, because the story that we absolutely need to be chatting about, which was out this week in the papers, and the headline was something along the lines of kids or Gen Z, right? The Gen Z.
Is that Generation Z?
Yes. Are now ditching classic biscuits.
The youth them.
Yeah. Classic biscuits for dunking samosas in tea. Huh? Huh?
Okay. Let's break that statement down.
Did I read this correctly?
Number one, are they trying to make out like
front page news? This
like
was.
avocado? Is it avocados? Are they trying to make out like okay, Logan?
Well, hang on a minute. There's nothing health beneficial about a samosa.
No, but
so let's
just now the diets of young kids have moved on so much because they're all trying all these new foods.
Yeah, no, I get that.
That samosas, like they're saying, basically this article is saying samosas are just like biscuits for this new generation. That's how they use them.
So it could have been anything like a bao bun or something as well. It could have been
yeah, I reckon. But just practically,
spring roll.
But let's just break it down.
Yeah, we're triggered by the fact that you're dipping
dips samosas in tea.
No. It doesn't work because as soon as you take a look,
has that thought ever crossed your mind?
I mean, I dip a lot of stuff in tea.
Yeah, Kedge's fingers.
No,
you are a dipper.
I am a dipper, brother. Any biscuit or toast or even bread.
Yeah, I do. I do butter.
Do you know, like fruit bread with butter on it?
Oh yeah,
dip that in tea. I
fruit
love
bread.
it. I love it.
I don't like fruit
but
bread.
that's a bit like them little fruit shortbread things that you
I
can
love
get
it.
Yeah,
I love it.
No,
tea.
when I was little, more so, I haven't done it because I remember getting told off for it. I used to dip my buttered bread in tea, and and I'm like 11, 12, 13.
Yeah,
that's quite standard. You have that.
I think all Gujaratis do that.
Well, I'm not Gujarati, Kedge. I love the fact that look how accepting Kedge is of my Gujarati status. Yeah, all Gujarati. We're all
You're welcome, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man. I do feel like an honorary Guji sometimes. That's why sometimes. By the way,
but you said that like as if it's weird.
No, because I tell you why I'm grinning.
Is it frowned upon?
The buttered bread or me being an honorary Gujarati?
No. The buttered bread in tea.
Okay. Oh yeah. So
is it frowned upon?
All my life, my sisters, my mum, dad would go, "What are you doing? Like what dipping?"
Really?
Yeah. And actually, soggy.
I've only ever seen
buttered
people
bread
do that in my family.
I love it.
Yeah,
I don't like it, but I've
only
only seen people do that in my family.
I
love it.
See, I'm just born into the wrong family. Mum, dad,
They used to
want to
cut
tell
it
me?
in 3 slices, butter it, and then just like
Yeah,
soldiers.
Like
kind of
soldiers,
thing.
in tea. Yeah,
in tea.
That's how I
Bruv,
like it.
worse than that. I used to.
I didn't like it because you get all those little sort of butter globules in your tea.
In your tea, and that's it. You get like what looks like an oil spill
That's
on
it,
top
oil
of
spill.
the film.
I drink it.
Yeah, so do I.
Really?
Butter. I know it sounds rank. And
I think I was supposed to be a Punjabi.
Yeah, and I think I was supposed to be Gujarati.
You weren't supposed to be Punjabi.
Yeah.
No, honestly.
Yeah, he does. He loves it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
paratha,
Not with-
saag,
but-
I'm all over it. Makki di roti, that's all I want to eat all the time.
And you know it's good for you. It's not the same as white flour atta.
No,
it
of course,
does
of
good
course.
things. Yeah. So anyway, if your kids, if I see a kid,
But what?
if I see a kid dipping a samosa, I'm going to slap it out of his hand.
But no, but is there any? What
Yeah.
Asian kana do you dip in tea?
You should only be dipping it into chutney.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like dhokla, all of
It
this
doesn't
kind
work
of stuff.
because it's
And not
spicy.
mango chutney either.
No,
Not mango
no,
chutney,
don't
no.
amol Raj in it.
No,
No,
but,
proper.
But it is a weird one how in this country all of a sudden it's now become okay to dip samosas in tea. And then I saw that and as if like, you know, I'm thinking, oh my God, how am I going to deal with this headline in my head and like dipping samosas into tea and it's just the wrong one. And then I go and see this picture and it's been, everyone's posting it all over the Instagram and thing about Asian nachos.
Yeah, you sent it to us.
And I sent it to you going, hello, what is this about? And it's basically what it described Asian nachos as was poppadoms, avocado, tamarind salsa. That's
umli.
That's just umli. Yeah,
Chutney.
imli chutney.
Yeah.
Imli, yeah.
And crispy shallots. And you're thinking,
That's
bruv.
kind of what you eat with papad anyway.
No,
Bit-
but-
a bit of
Well,
onions.
that's
bit
the
of
you know when
umli.
you get that when you have when you
avocado.
order-
It's a bit weird.
Avocado's a bit, but also like you know some restaurants, the fancy ones, they do that kind of masala papad where you get the onions and the tomato
Yeah, on top,
coriander,
yeah.
and it's got a bit of chili powder.
Sprinkle,
I
yeah, I
love,
like
I love.
Yeah.
But I like
that.
making that at the table.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
prefer
yeah.
that.
Oh no, I like it when they give it to you.
And
straight.
actually, that's the one time I don't mind a little bit of badloon. You know that
Oh, the salt.
chaat masala
Yeah.
thing that smells a bit
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of. But
Fart powder.
okay, so it's the poppadom. So they got like poppadoms like kind of booty
But you
size.
can't do that to. You can't do that.
They ain't
to
Asian
poppadoms.
nacho.
That's
just
not.
call
And
it
also, exactly,
papad.
it's not nachos.
It's not natural.
No, but they're calling them that. This is
But it's
just
not
this,
natural.
this is
Why are you
marketing.
doing that?
Okay, well, for example, when I
You don't
I'm-
get nachos with all the stuff on the side and just a bowl of tortilla, do you?
no, but
really?
you kind of do.
No, that's tortilla and dips.
Nachos. Hold on. Let's break this down. Nachos is the dish when it's been made.
Yes.
Is that correct?
correct?
No,
Do we agree on that?
Yes.
no, nachos are the crisps.
No, they're
That's
tortilla
tortilla.
chips.
That's tortilla chip.
Oh,
Yes.
good point. Okay,
So-
but then hold on. When you go to the cinema, you get your nachos with cheese.
Yeah, because they put the
Yeah,
cheese on
because
top.
No, they're not. They're putting in a little pot on the side.
Yeah, because they can't build it for you, so it's practical.
Some places
where
build
you-
it, some people
yeah,
don't.
Yeah.
So you get the sauce on the side, and then the jalapenos they might put on top. But I think we have to agree that nachos is the dish,
dish.
The dish.
constructed.
Okay, fine.
yes.
So therefore, this can't be Asian nachos. I'm sorry, it doesn't
Okay,
make sense.
when I
Well, it is because it's done
It's
half the
popper.
job. Half the job.
yeah,
Just allow it.
they
innit?
give you all
Gave up.
the ingredients for Asian nachos. I think it's all right. I think
You
you're giving it a
make
hard time. Well, I'll tell you what. Whenever I go to a wedding, and let's
But
say
it's a weird combo. of
when
stuff.
the chart comes,
Avocado and pepper.
no, it's not. It's fine. It actually
Not
works.
sure about that.
When the chart comes out, and if there's like non-Asian people there, I'll say to them, "This is a bit like Asian nachos."
What?
Chart, because you got the crunchy
What's
bits.
y'all got to do with Asian nachos?
Because when you build
guy.
when you
He's that
build
guy.
nachos, no.
No.
Let me speak then, right? So when you have chart,
Where's the
you-
cheese go?
Wait, right? I said it's like. I didn't say if you take
You've
it.
led them down the wrong path completely.
He's
No, I haven't.
cul-de-saced it, mate.
Because when you have nachos, what do you put on the nachos? You put a dollop of the sour cream, the salsa, the avocado, the cheese, maybe some peppers, maybe some chicken,
Bruv,
maybe some whatever.
Them
right?
white people are
My
disappointed
mouth
in
just
you.
filled with water.
Bruv, you've been
No,
leading all
no.
these
So
good the
chart-
wrong path.
Chart is crunchy bits with a bit of Dane.
It's
with a
got
bit
day.
of
There's
Emily.
no day on nachos.
No, but I said it's like. I didn't say it's
nothing
exactly
like
that
it.
time.
But it's got nothing to.
Yeah,
No.
it's a similar
Tommy.
sensation.
No.
It's a similar sensation.
That's
of
like
chili,
when they complain,
flavor.
Tom Cruise is Sanjay Dutt is like Tom Cruise. No, they're not.
No, but that's a bad. Whereas Shah Rukh is like Tom Cruise.
No,
he's not.
He is.
No, he's not.
He's a mega star. He's top of the game.
Chart
He's-
is not nachos. You're charting breeze.
no, I'm not. I'm telling you. I
think you have to go back to these Gordon and
Yeah,
apologize.
apologise. Yeah,
apologize.
Hello, Gora. Really sorry about what I said in 1998 about the chart. It turns out I was wrong.
God, it's got
Oh, by the way, Sanjay Dutt is just like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So you should check out some of his films. Watch Sanju. Sanju's great. But no, my
That's
point
a
is,
good film.
I actually think Asian nachos. I don't know if this is Asian nachos, but an Asian nachos with avocado, with a bit of imli, with a bit of Dane, with a bit of that over the popper, over the crisps or whatever it is, that would work. That could work.
Oh, I don't know.
But just
Firstly, Imli and Papad is a problem
Paneer.
for me.
I've put paneer on nachos. That works a treat.
Or shredded.
Actually,
Or
I think it's
cubes.
just small cubes. So there's little dollops of it here and there.
That is a little bit of innovation. Maybe that could work. I would still.
I'm
shred it.
sorry, paneer has no place in nachos.
Oh, really?
No place.
Oh man, it's
No
nice.
place.
But
No,
it's like
no,
you put, like-
No,
No.
but if
You ever put
but
chicken
if-
on nachos?
But
The
if
same thing.
Atul Kochhar
No,
and Jamie
chicken's
Oliver,
cool. Chicken's cool.
Paneer's cool as well.
but paneer is
Chicken's
not cool.
cool. You can
if
put-
you're putting chicken on it, then you can put paneer on.
You
it.
can't put paneer on.
Yes, you can.
No,
It's the same
can't.
thing.
No, you can't.
Same rubbery.
When you go to a
texture.
restaurant, you can actually get nachos with chicken on it,
Yeah, that's right.
Obviously,
yeah.
you can get the veggie version, or they don't pull out the paneer and whack that one, do they?
No,
the
but
veggie.
maybe Indian vegetarian places need
Why
to
would you
start doing
put
it.
paneer
This
and
is
then
an
cheese
idea.
on top? It don't make sense.
I think that could but if you had like paneer tikka type of cheese,
Yeah, or even grated paneer or whatever.
like a grated paneer, but it's flavored in that tikka sauce.
Yeah.
I think that
few
let
peppers,
Tommy
few green
next
chilies,
week
done. I'll
experiment.
do
Let's
it.
try that.
Yeah.
Oh, here
okay.
goes, mate. He's getting you to make
Asian
it next
nachos.
week. Oh, there you go.
Coming soon.
Asian nachos,
You've
the
got-
real ones.
You've got stitched up.
No,
Tommy.
I don't mind it because that's an easy.
No,
one
you
to do.
like that,
I
you like
Oh,
that.
there you go.
You like that. You like that.
He's got- he
I'll
don't even.
marinate the
He
paneer.
don't even know he's been done.
Should I marinate the paneer
Then he's gonna-
in
There
a
you go.
fajita
There you
marinade,
go.
or do you go
No,
desi?
no, desi. Do desi. Actually, you know what? Try both.
Yeah.
Make
safe
both
that way.
plates, and then we'll
Then he's gonna think you got nachos in your room again.
Yeah, exactly. Just if you don't mind, Kedge, just lick the whole bowl before I make them.
If you spill some sauce, I'll lick it.
Love it. I'm sure.
Dirty prick.
Okay. Right. What have you learned? What have you learned this week, boys? What's the?
Shall I go first?
Let's
Go
give the
for
people some gyan.
The
some
thing
knowledge.
I learned is in Japan, there's an actual act where
Oh, yeah.
where people can pretend they're not at home when a visitor knocks the door,
What do you mean? There's an
and that's the thing.
And there's an app.
That's
Or
it's
like
an
an app on the
No,
phone.
it's an act. That's
An
it.
act,
There's people
ACT.
people actually practice doing this when someone knocks at their door and they pretend that no one's at home.
What's the act? The act is to hide.
That is
them.
that. Yeah, it's basically you're just ignoring them.
So hold on. So what do they do? So they're knocking on the door, everyone just turns the lights
That's
off and
it. They
hides.
just
So
I
you
don't-
mean it's accepted
yes.
to ignore people at your front door?
Yeah. It's quite normal there. And it's called irusu.
Iruzu.
It has its own word.
Right.
So irusu is the art act of
ignoring someone knocking at your front door.
Okay.
To be fair, I'm a bit Iruzu, you know.
Oh, and that's the reason why I bought this story. Like when I read it, I was like, "This is Kedge."
I love it.
No, because it is. You're that guy.
No,
Whereas
because-
Tommy's the other guy. He'd open his door, his back door, everything. Windows,
Any
everything.
lulu. To be fair, the other day I opened it. I was anti-Irisu, and I opened it, and the woman goes, "Hello there, I just want to talk to you
And you
about."
closed
And
it.
I went, "I'm just going into a meeting, mate. Sorry." I was like, "Kedge, you absolute lulu.
Wally.
Why did you open the
Yeah.
door?
Why did you even
Why?
bother? Yeah.
Did you?
It was
can you
no
not see
Amazon
it?
parcel. Why did I
Yeah.
do it?
Yeah. You see, you're
should
trying to do
be
the right
more
thing.
Irisu then.
But actually, can I say something? I don't imagine Japanese people to be like that. I think because they're so hospitable, they're so going to manners.
No,
such a
but
big
this
thing
is- this
that
is-
you'd
No, but it's allowed.
But why do you think that is allowed? Why?
Why is it allowed?
Yeah. Why is it okay? And
Because they're allowed to be pissed off too at some point.
No,
Like,
it's not even that.
Go away, innit?
I actually think there's a lot to be said to this. This is something that we, as our part of Asians, should take from it because we'll do so much for our guests. right?
Yes.
To be
Right?
fair, we always
Do one.
open the door, and then you end up having to do an extra one, and then
Right.
you end up having to make jar for them or whatever.
Then they finger
And
your
it's a
honey.
long thing.
Then they dip their samosa in the tea.
And we should be allowed to kind of go, you know what? I'm in a bit of a
it's
mood.
Irisu
I'm really
Sunday.
tired.
I'm
Then
Irisu'd
push it
up.
around. I don't even want to talk to my wife, let alone you. You know, like
Agreed.
can I?
I'm
I
going
gotta-
full on Irisu in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think learning to say no, like, and actually, but it's down to the other people to also go, that's cool. Thank
That's
you
what
for
I mean.
telling me.
It's
not take it
And I
personally.
must be a good friend if
To
you're telling me
accept
that.
that.
Cool,
Yeah.
I will wickedly give you a space. In fact, I'm going to go home as well because I'm supposed to go see Sach and DJ, but I can't be bothered. So see you later.
So you gave him some Irisu last
Irusu-
weekend.
I did. I just stick
There
my
you
Urusu
go.
finger up at you as I drove past. The thing I learned, right? This is my little thing of this week.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Oh.
When you go through a drive-through,
Yes.
Yeah.
how do you pay for your food?
Tapping it.
You tap your phone?
Yeah. Tap your phone. Quick tap on that
It
because they
depends.
stick that
If you've
finger.
got cash, you've got cash. But
If
you
I've got
haven't-
cash, I've got
you
No,
haven't
who
got-
pays cash anymore?
Exactly.
I do. If I've got like some change in my card, I'd rather
Only
pay with that.
Sach.
Okay, but otherwise,
Yeah, you
Straight
tap
up tap.
your card.
Straight up tap. They stick that wand out into
I
your
hope
window.
the officials are listening because it's illegal.
What's
you
illegal?
are not allowed to use your phone whilst driving.
I know, but I don't use my phone. I've got the card, my credit card.
Oh, okay. I thought if you tap your phone,
Of course I do.
yeah, so do
Kedge
I.
is a phone tap.
Right? Why would you get your card at your wallet and da-da-da? I'm the same, bruv.
I don't carry a wallet.
The law around using your mobile phones whilst driving applies to everything, not just calls or texts. So if you
But
tap,
if you're stationary,
you're not.
No, you're
your
not.
car's
You're
your
not.
engine's running.
Your engine's running, yeah.
Right? You says you
You're
may
paying
use
with
it
electrical.
with Apple Pay, Android Auto, and all that. You pay for those things, but in a drive-through,
Yeah.
you would get £100 fine. You might even get points.
that's if the police bop is behind
He
you.
might be.
Yeah, but how do you?
If I was a cop, I'd just wait there.
That's
every
what I'm
day.
saying. We'll drive 200 miles an hour. Don't worry about it.
Exactly, yeah.
Drive.
No, but come on, what are the chances the police car's going to get
No,
behind you?
I'm just saying.
Might be
Technically,
in a drive-through.
that is illegal.
It's illegal, yeah.
And
You're
actually,
right, it is
McDonald's,
Well, it's
all the
McDonald's'
drive-thrus,
fault.
KFC's,
They're-
Burger
no, it's McDonald's'
they should go, sorry, you're not allowed to use your phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
No one will do that. And actually, I've got the McDonald's app. So that I've got to scan my little code to get my reward points.
Right.
So then I got my free double sausage egg McMuffin this morning, by the way.
As you do.
Right?
As you do.
Build up your points. You've got to spend a lot to just get that. I tell you, I've been there a lot.
Oh, you're on that point scheme.
Yeah,
thing.
bruv. It
Have you
worked.
got anything free from that? yet?
Yeah, a double sausage egg McMuffin this morning. And that's when I found out that you can't.
And
you
that
can't.
you started collecting, was it
Yeah,
2 years ago?
Huh? Yeah. The app
Now
only
he's,
came out
now
about a
he's
year
back
ago.
to zero again.
Yeah.
Because he's
Look,
eating it.
offers and rewards. I got little
Oh,
rewards
hello.
coming up. My rewards. You redeem my 4,000 points.
Does just a quick question on this because I don't know about this, but do you think the reward scheme on McDonald's
Yeah.
or Nando's feels more rewarding?
Because I probably go to McDonald's a little bit more regularly.
Yeah.
Only. Yeah, so yeah, that
day.
Nando's. It takes a while to build up to that thing. So I think it comes around every now and
Do people
then.
still go Nando's?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What do you mean? Do people
I
still go
only,
Nando's?
I only go about once or twice a year.
But I've fully done.
Yeah.
I'm done with Nando's.
I'm
That's
Pepe's
it.
now.
Really?
It's over.
Pepe's peri peri
Oh, no,
chicken
I
is
like it.
better.
To be fair, I had a little takeaway.
To be fair,
Nando's the other day.
veggie I think now is better than
I had the beanie wrap. I thought it was banging.
Yeah.
It was really good.
the
The beanie is
chicken
nice.
I think is done at
Yeah,
Nando's.
Oh,
that's why
really?
Pepe's. I tell you, Pepe's is cheaper
I never
and it's
thought
really
you guys
good.
would say that.
No, I know,
Nah.
and it's just tasty.
No more. Last time I had food poisoning, so I ain't going back.
Oh, yeah,
there
that's
you go.
why- that's
It's
why.
like you
but
would-
still,
you would kneel.
it's just. I think it's just overrated now, Nando's.
Oh,
Big
wow.
statement from
Look at
that's
that.
a statement, Sach. That
That
is.
is a statement, Sach.
All
What
right,
have you
well,
learnt?
on
Come
to
on, what
me
you got?
then. And my one is I don't think a lot of people know this. You guys might because obviously you go to Greg's a lot. But you know when you order like a Greg's bake or a pasty,
Yeah.
Apparently I didn't know this, but they've all got different markings on the outside of the pasty.
I know that.
Where? Well, it's just pastry.
So you can basically figure out what pasty is by just looking
Good point. Yeah.
at the pasty and the pattern that's on it. And this has blown my mind. This is like I've never noticed.
How
this.
did you not know that?
What do you mean? How did you know?
Because if
Well,
you
know this,
if you have the certain look, you're veggie. When you're going to go there, you're only going to get the veggie one or the cheese and onion
sausage
one.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheese
or
and
the
onion.
vegan sausage. So they kind of you can tell the shape of what that pasty is.
I never looked
Yeah,
at
but
it for that long.
what marking? So what am I looking for?
So if you want to know the Greg's code, now this has all been put out there in the open. Then the bakes with diagonal slits are steak bakes,
Right.
right? The ones with the wavy lines are the chicken ones.
Yeah.
And the cheese and onion bakes have a V-shape marking on it.
yeah,
and the
yeah,
sausage and the baked bean melt have horizontal lines on it.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
hello.
See,
That's
the only thing I
intelligent.
really
Sach,
get
you
there
knew
is-
this?
Yeah, because the only thing I really get is the cheese and onion there. I think is the best thing,
And that's got the V on it.
and that's got the V on it, and I knew that.
So what about that's
So
the
when
cheese-
something- when you-
but you know you
so
can
for
get so but then I don't know. I have to now go in and have a look at these slits again because so what about the veggie one? Just the veggie, not the cheese and onion one, but
I
the
actually don't think that has a pattern on it.
Oh wow, Sad, you are the pattern king.
Look,
But they're the only two that are mostly the cheese and onion. I don't get anything
so
else.
you could now identify a pasty from the outside.
Yeah.
Just by
I
looking
thought that was people knew that
No, I
because
never
if
knew
you
that.
always ate that one thing,
Tommy
you'd
is
look
the
at it.
king of Greg's.
Oh, I love it.
Like,
Yeah,
he
no,
is-
yeah,
he
but
is
Tommy
close.
don't pay attention to stuff. Like he just
Can I-
he's
To be fair,
too
who does?
happy.
Can I tell you something? On
He
that
just
note?
wolfed the sausage roll down before it's even.
Bruv, there's been times. So about 4 doors up from the Greg's where I live is a Slug and Lettuce pub.
Right.
And I've got a sausage roll and it's gone by the time I got to the pub.
Even if you gave
Like
Tommy
4 doors. I'm like,
the wrong pasty, he'd still lick
Oh,
it.
there is nothing I don't eat.
He
in
don't
Greg's.
care what
But that's
slits
what
are
I
on
mean.
it.
So even if he orders a steak bake and
Yeah.
you've got a cheese onion, he'd scoff it.
Oh, 100%. And not only that, I love it when
Whereas,
they're hot.
for example, we
They're
don't
hot and
eat
warm.
steak, obviously, Ken.
No.
So you've got to be careful,
That's
innit?
right.
Well, technically,
now,
I'm not
now we
supposed
know
to,
if he ain't got a V on it, I ain't eating it.
Right.
There you go.
There you go.
You should have known that, Ken.
But you should still
Why
rub.
would I know that? But
You
why
should
would
know
you?
that.
Who looks at that and thinks there's a design on there?
Yeah.
Go when you go to Greg's tomorrow.
I'm
just
going
look
to
at
have
them.
to. I'm going into Greg's. Just
Take
to
a
have a
photo
look.
on your phone. Take a photo.
But
on
I
your
think even if you don't eat it, kids, just run your fingers all over the pasties anyway and just put them back.
To taste the crispiness of it.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, brilliant. Things learnt. There you go. I'm a smarter person now as a result of the podcast. Hope you enjoyed it as well. Tell your friends. Let's get everybody brown loading for 2023. Oh, on the 2023 hype. Oh,
Yeah, go on.
no,
You first.
my O first. My O, then your O.
okay.
If you've got an O.
Oh,
I haven't.
let's
Because
just
Ked
be
will finger
limited.
it.
Yeah, get your finger, your O. Just lick that O off. The thing, because I started looking at, what films are going to come out this year? There's a Dungeons and Dragons film coming out this year.
Oh, that's made me excited.
Which I thought,
what's that?
See, it's
I mean, that's another episode.
That's a whole other episode. Okay, that's a cartoon we used to watch as kids, but they're making a movie, and it's going to probably be.
Was it in black and white?
No. It was, the opening credits were brilliant.
Yeah, and also there's a new Indiana Jones movie coming out this summer as well.
The trailer's out for that.
Which is so that I'm looking forward to a couple of wicked bits of nostalgia cinema.
Yes, and there's some brilliant films out now at the moment as well. There are.
There are. Yeah, I was going to go like what? Yeah, there are.
Well, no. So there's that one that which I've seen recently, which has been nominated, I think, 14 times at the BAFTAs. The All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah, that's Avatar's nominated. Elvis is nominated.
Yeah,
Maverick is nominated. All the Oscar lists came.
And then you got The Fabelmans, which is the new Spielberg film, which is
my god, have you seen that?
It's next on the list this weekend.
If you get past 30 minutes of it, well done.
Oh, people are saying it's like the most epic film ever.
Bruv, I watched the first 30 minutes. I'm like, this is so slow.
Okay, well, you know me, I love a slow one.
Yeah, exactly. It's slow.
I love a slow burner.
It's a slower Niagara. Okay.
The other I was going to say is, and it's a bit of a public announcement, is that hello@thebrownload, the email address, doesn't work anymore.
Oh no. Okay, so
don't email us yet.
Don't email us, basically.
Don't email us.
Just slide into our DMs.
DMs, Instagram. In fact,
and actually, that reminded me of something else. And just one last thing before I completely forget. And the reason why I thought of this email address is because we got a message on our Instagram from a listener whose name is Trusha. And she said that, Kedge, I just need you to just big up somebody that she knows. And I read it and I thought, God, you know what? This is actually incredible. So I need to shout this fella out. His name is Krumesh Patel. Krumesh Patel. Right.
That's the name.
It is.
Unique.
And he is, right, check this out, because I couldn't believe this when I read this, but he is basically the coach for the Leicester Riders women's basketball team.
Oh, sick.
How amazing is that? And so basically, he's the only Desi person in top flight basketball in the UK as a coach.
Bruv, I need to meet this guy.
I know. So I looked into his profile, and he's like a proper coach.
Sick.
Right.
Good on him.
It's basically everything that I would want to be, but it's not me.
I want to be part of his crew.
It's a women's team.
But it's the women's team. He's the head coach. And basically, he's the first British Asian head coach to make it into the cup final in Birmingham. So I thought, you know what? This deserves a little bit of a shout out, because you know what?
Big up yourself.
Asians doing well in the fields of sport and in
that
different
you would
areas.
normally expect them,
you would never expect this, and I would never have known about this.
Good on him.
But I thought, well done. So big up the Leicester Riders, and I hope you do well.
Yeah, Leicester.
So apparently the final is on the 29th of January, and it's happening in Birmingham.
Very good. Okay.
We've been invited if we can go.
Yes. When is it?
On the 29th.
That's this
of
weekend.
Jan. Oh
no.
Soon.
Yeah,
this weekend.
Next weekend. Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't make it.
It's too cold. It's too cold.
Yeah, I'm not going out.
It's too cold. But yeah, no, that's the big up.
On that note, then, can I also just big up Nishi, who is a solicitor that I just randomly was talking to? She went, "Are you Tommy Sandy?" She goes, "I'm a massive listener to the podcast." And I went, and I was like, "All right." And then she goes, "Oh, I remember you." I'll tell you what I'm up to.
Did she give you a discount?
Huh?
Did she give you a discount?
No, she wasn't dealing with my stuff, so it's all right.
Can she deal with your stuff, please?
She can going forward. She's a property lawyer. That's good. So I've good connection to make with Nishi. But she said, "Oh, I've listened up to Christmas." So where are we now? 3 weeks into
a lot of people have only got up to Christmas.
Yeah. So she goes, "So I know you had a really terrible time in Paris." And I was like, "Oh no, you suddenly feel really guilty because you're like, I'm sorry to moan about Paris."
You slagged it off.
Yeah,
exactly. Slagged Paris off.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's thank you, Nishi, and also thank you to my back pain clinic man as well.
Yes.
In Birmingham, who's been carrying on his advice to me online. So thank you, seriously, to all the messages that we get on Instagram at The Brown Load. Appreciate it. Please keep them coming in, and we'll hopefully hear from you soon. Until next week, laters, boys.
Laters.